All right, let's take a live look outside. There it is, those dark clouds. There must be something coming down. We can't see it in here, but if the windshield wipers are going, thank you so much to our team that's out and about there to show us what it looks like. Anthony Copeland, tracking the impacts. What do you say?
Yeah, that's the thing when it comes to a wintry mix. You don't quite know what's really falling until you see it really melt or glaze over. So that's going to be the storyline for this evening, at least for a handful of hours. We will be watching for moisture to be rolling in, and this is associated with a warm front. So it's going to be very short-lived, but we do have some freezing rain and freezing drizzle already coming down further off to the west. And keep in mind, folks, we have ice storm warnings off to the west near the Toledo area. So if you're going to do any westbound traveling along I-90, it's going to be a rough go for it, especially once you get outside of our viewing area. But a few specks of freezing rain showing up near Bailey Lakes over to Jeronesville. Worcester, you're seeing light freezing rain drizzle possibly over to Brunswick. You're seeing some passing showers, but nothing too widespread. We have to closely look at the details when it comes to possibly seeing freezing fog and possibly freezing drizzle. We're going to keep a close eye on the ODOT cameras across town, but visibility is already taking a hit with this atmosphere continuing to moisten up because things are trending warmer and a little bit more moist as we get closer to the next few hours. So visibility is already down to less than 2 miles the further west you are. Here's the overall setup. Again, this warming air mass will continue to flow in our direction, and with this, we have temperatures right at or near freezing near northeast Ohio. So this moisture will continue to override all this. The onset of it could start off as a little bit of ice, then changing over to rain as we head deeper into the evening. So I'm saying through 8 o'clock, we have to closely watch the numbers, but the impacts will continue. And here's how all things will play out. Here's 6 o'clock for this evening with your National Design hourly forecast showing temperatures right at or warming above the freezing mark. But keep in mind, elevated surfaces, those bridges, those overpasses that will be impacted with the freezing fog and drizzle will be coated with a light glaze of ice until we get deeper into the evening. Everyone firmly above the freezing mark approaching 8 o'clock. So I'm thinking the alert will be canceled by that time with temperatures in the mid-30s, but just plain old liquid precipitation lasting throughout the overnight. So waking up to damp conditions. 4 and 5 o'clock for tomorrow morning, our next cold front will be arriving, changing the backside of this to a little bit of wet snow with temperatures falling from the mid-30s all the way into the 20s by the time we get closer to your rush hour drive. So here's what we have for the next 12 hours with the impacts. Temperatures will continue to rise into the upper 30s, low 40s approaching midnight. That's going to be our technical high temperature for your Thursday, with temperatures again continuing to fall into the 30s throughout the morning. We have some scattered snow to talk about for tomorrow, so minor impacts to come throughout the day with our next wave of maybe some light scattered snow sliding in around lunchtime for tomorrow, continuing right into your evening ride home. We don't expect a lot of impacts from this, but maybe some brief reduction to visibility for the afternoon and ride home. And then we clear out with partly cloudy skies for early Friday morning. Check out these temperatures in the mid to low teens. A cold start for your Valentine's Day, but it's going to be the most manageable day as we get closer to your weekend. Here it is, 28 degrees, partly cloudy skies for your Friday afternoon. We have more impacts to talk about getting closer to this weekend, potentially a weekend winter storm. We're going to closely give you more updates as we head throughout the next couple of days. Major impacts possible with potential heavy snowfall and also some heavy rain on top of this. So just an absolute mess at what it looks like for right now. It's all about the tracking of this low. The snowfall could arrive as early as Friday night, changing over to rain. Then here comes the heavy snow on the backside of this as we get closer to your Sunday. Keeping things generic for now. We'll have more details once we get beyond Thursday, especially by Friday. Temperatures falling into the 20s, slightly warming up with rain chances for Saturday. Then we fall down severely, closer to the single digits by early Monday morning, and we stay cold all throughout next week.